Welcome to this short morning yoga flow. If you find yourself on your phone right now, instead of doom scrolling, I would like to invite you to participate in this short 15-minute yoga flow. Get your mat ready and let's get straight into it. So, we're starting in a seated position on our mat. If you want to, cross-legged or take your legs in front of you. Put your underarms on your knees, thumbs and pointers together. Tuck your chin in slightly and let's start breathing through the nose. If you want to, you can close your eyes or just look in front of you on the ground. In a class like this, we use the Ujjayi breath, which means that you slightly constrict your throat, by which you hear a rustling sound in the back of your throat. Lengthen the inhale and the exhale, and try to check in with yourself how you appear on the mat today. If you close your eyes, please blink them open and let's take our hands on the mat next to our hips. Now, next up, we start moving and try to connect your breath with your movement. On an inhale, take both your hands up, look into your thumbs. And on an exhale, hands come back down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, down. On next one, we're going in a twist. On the inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, twist to your right. Place your right hand behind you. Press your left underarm against your knee. Take a breath here. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, take both your hands up again. And on the exhale, twist to your left. Deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. On the next inhale, take both the hands up. And on the exhale, place your hands in front of you. See how far you can walk your hands. Feel a slight stretch in your hips. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. On the next inhale, come all the way back up. And on the exhale, hands come back down. Now, let's get into all fours. So on hands and knees. And then we're starting with a couple of cats and cows. On an inhale, drop your belly, look up. And on an exhale, round your spine, gaze between the knees. Inhale for the cow and exhale for the cat. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Come back to neutral. On the next inhale, twist your right hand up all the way to the sky. And on the exhale, take your hand back down. For the other side, inhale, take your left hand up. Exhale, down. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, down. Inhale, left up. Exhale, down. Last round for both sides. Inhale, right. And exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. All right, let's tuck our toes into the mat. Press yourself up into a downward facing dog. The inverted V shape. Can place your feet on hip width distance. Start by pedaling out the heels. One by one, press your heels towards the mat. Alright, come to a standstill. You can bend your knees slightly. Press your hips up towards the sky. Press your chest towards your upper legs. Keep your fingers spread wide on the mat. And breathe slowly through the nose. Press yourself back from your hands. And try to move your heels slightly towards the mat. Try to keep your Ujjayi breath here. Alright. Let's bend the knees and then from here we step our feet between our hands. On an inhale, look up into a halfway lift. Place your hands on your shins. And on an exhale, bend forwards. Drop your head towards your knees. On the inhale, take both your hands all the way up. And on an exhale, hands in front of your chest. And close your eyes for a second. Keep on breathing through the nose. Stay here for one more breath. So, necklace is gone. And now from here we get moving. So we go into sun salutation A first. And then we go on from there. Then we extend a little bit, get some proper stretches in. And then we close this session. Hands alongside the body. Exhale first. On an inhale, take both your hands up. Look into the thumbs. And exhale, bend forwards, placing your hands on the mat or on your shins. On an inhale, halfway lift, place your hands on your shins. And on an exhale, step back into plank. And then from here, on an exhale, place your knees on the mat, then your chest and your chin. On an inhale, straighten your feet. Press yourself up into a baby cobra or into a full cobra. On the exhale, come back down. Now, press yourself back up into a downward facing dog. And we stay here for about 3 breaths. Press your hips up towards the sky. Okay, bend your knees and then step or hop between your hands. On an inhale, look up, halfway lift. And on an exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, take your hands both up, look into the thumbs. And exhale, take your hands in front of your chest and all the way down. Keep on going. Inhale, take your hands up, look into the thumbs. And exhale, bend forwards, place your hands down wherever you can reach. On the inhale, halfway lift, look up. And exhale, step back into plank. Now you can come through your knees, or if you can, in a full plank, come down into chaturanga. Then, on an inhale, wherever you are, roll over your feet, come into a cobra, or up dog. And on an exhale, press yourself back into a downward facing dog. Breathe. 3 deep inhales and exhales here. Alright, bend your knees, step or hop between your hands. Inhale, look up, halfway lift. On the exhale, bend forwards. Then inhale, take your hands all the way up, look into the thumbs. And exhale, hands come back down. Last one, inhale, hands up. Exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back into a plank and come down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Alright, bend your knees. Step or hop between the hands. Inhale, look up. Halfway lift. And exhale, bend forwards. Inhale, take hands all the way up. Look into the thumbs. And exhale, hands come back down. Alright, we do one sun salutation B and then we call it quits for today. For sun salutation B, we bend the knees on an inhale, sweep your hands up, look into the thumbs, chair pose. And exhale, bend forwards, straighten your legs, place your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, step or hop into plank and come down. Inhale, roll over your feet, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, left foot flat. On the inhale, take both the hands up, warrior one. And exhale, place your hands next to your foot. Step back into plank and come down. Inhale, roll over your feet, up dog. And exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your hands, right foot flat. Take your hands up. And exhale, place your hands back, step back to plank, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Staying here for another 3 breaths. Come back to Ujjayi. Alright, bend your knees on the inhale, step or hop between your hands, look up, halfway lift. Exhale, bend forwards. Now bend your knees, sweep your hands up, look into the thumbs. And exhale, hands come back down. Alright, that's it. We come back to a seated position. Either cross-legged or legs in front of you. Take the thumbs and pointers together. Place the underarms on the knees. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Do that one more time. Inhale. Inhale further. And exhale out the mouth. Close your eyes for a second if you want to. And let the breath return to normal. From this point onwards, it's time to let go of the Ujjayi breath. You've done some stretches, you've warmed up the body, and now it's time to return to yourself. Try to feel if there is a difference between before the class, and now. You can choose to go into Shavasana by laying on your back on the mat, closing your eyes for a second, and just do nothing at all. But this is the official end of this class, and I would like to tell you now that after drinking your water and brushing your teeth, only then check your phone. Let me know how you feel after 3 days of doing this class. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, that would support me strongly. I thank you very much for being here, and until next time. Nou, doe je. Namaste.